Hello and welcome to I Want To Run Eastenders, The Girl Who Cried Wolf. What's all this about? Well, continuing from my fiction that I've been writing for the past few months now, which is about this organised crime, power struggle, Game of Thrones type power struggle for Albert Square between the Chrissy Watts crime syndicate and Aaron Wilmot Brown crime syndicate. I've come up with a really controversial rape storyline. I was actually just thinking about it earlier, and I'm really excited about this. I know you're all going to say there's already a rape storyline, boring in EastEnders, the real EastEnders, but forget that. That's boring compared to what I've got planned. Right. I would be introducing a new family called the Jacksons. This storyline, this rape storyline, is to do with a teenager called Lucy Jackson. What happens is she has the hots for a guy that's slightly older than her. She accuses him of rape when he turns her down, and he gets arrested. It takes a long time. His name is Mud, but in the end, it's proved that she's lying. Out of revenge, after the charges are dropped, this character actually does rape Lucy. Now, of course, because she's already lied about him raping her, nobody believes her. But this time, he has actually raped her. And let me tell you why this is a very important storyline for me, because this really deals with rape, the things that surround rape, the way that victims are treated like the accused rather than the victim sometimes, as well as an attractive female's power to actually falsify a rape accusation and get everyone to believe her because she's a female. And of course, why would she lie? And of course, the male would rape her, wouldn't he? Why would she lie? But we know many a times we've heard about famous footballers being accused of rape, then it being disproven. So this is what I'm trying to deal with, the surrounding issues of rape. So I'm thinking kind of starting off where she accuses him of raping her, and he's innocent of that, and we think that's the end of the storyline. But then he finds her, he's drunk, he's annoyed, he wants revenge, and he rapes her. He does what he's been accused of that he didn't do. But of course, then nobody believes her because she's already cried wolf. So now let me give you a bit of background to this character, Lucy Jackson. Lucy Jackson isn't a particularly nice young lady. Her father, Peter, is a very important man in the police force. He's a corrupt police official. And he's taking money from both Aaron Wilmot Brown and Chrissy Watts. And because of Lucy's father's position in law enforcement, she believes when she does accuse this guy of rape that the book's going to be thrown at him and she's going to get revenge at him. But when it all falls to pieces, and he's forced Peter Jackson by Chrissy Watts to investigate it properly, and that's how it all comes about, that this guy didn't actually rape Lucy. But of course, what happens afterwards, he does rape her, and she's shouting it from the rooftops and no one believes her. So in the end, we turn an aggressor into a victim. And Lucy Jackson, in my imagination, is a very aggressive young woman. She's beautiful. She knows that she's beautiful. She's seduced a lot of young boys her age. She's seduced a lot of older men. And she always gets the upper hand. But this time she doesn't. This time she's getting a taste of her own medicine. Now, within this story, I'm not saying that she deserves to be raped. I want to be clear about that. I'm telling you what happened. I'm basically, in my research in a lot of rape cases, the justified rape cases that poor female victims have been raped, and of course the falsely accused guys, which is terrible. I mean, when you see them doing interviews and stuff, and you see they're changed people, they become victims, they're accused of something so hideous and so heinous, and the whole world totally victimises them because we're all so naive when it comes to women and rape accusations as well. Yes, that's that side where women are treated like tarts and scarlets when they accuse guys of rape, and that is true as well. But I think in this aspect, first of all, we start where the man's been victimised, and I wanted to do that because in our soaps, because there's a predominant female viewership, there always seems to be this sympathetic look at the female's point of view. In soaps, females are mostly the victims and not very frequently the aggressors. And it's not a reality. It's not really the way real life is. Yes, a lot of females get raped. They are the victims when it goes to court. They're treated like whores, and of course they're not. So yes, what I'm doing, I'm looking at it from the man's perspective, where he's a victim, but then the girl who cried wolf actually does get raped, and nobody believes her. And so this sends Lucy Jackson, who's got everything, she's daddy's little girl, she's always been spoiled, always gets what she wants, she crosses a lot of lines, and now she's in trouble. Nobody on this planet believes her, apart from one person, Jimmy Webb, who is Chrissy Watts' father. He's new on the square, he's a big, powerful gangster, he's got a lot of influence, and before the rape, he was having a little, he was meeting Lucy now and again for a bit of you-know-what. Now, he actually does believe her, and he tries with his influence to bring him down. But what's basically happened with this guy, ever since she falsely accused him of the rape, he's become another person. He's become more aggressive, he's become more tactically alert. So it becomes a psychological battle between him, Jimmy Webb, and Lucy. And so that's what I'm attempting to do here. I'm very excited by this storyline. I know it's never going to be on screen unless my dream actually happens and I do get to run EastEnders one day. That would be absolutely amazing. But this is just something I'm writing. Not many people will hear about it or ever read about it. So I'm just telling you fantastic 10, 20 people who watch my I Want To Run EastEnders videos and are interested in what I've got to say. Well, at least someone is. But yeah, I think this is an exciting thing to do, and it shows all aspects of the rape scenario as far as I'm concerned. And as a man, I obviously want to do it from the guy's perspective, but I don't just want to say all guys who are accused of rape are innocent victims. That's totally naive, and that will be absolutely outrageous. But I want to start there, then get to the genuine rape accusation and deal with it. And this storyline will take a long time. Unlike the Linda storyline, it wouldn't go slowly. What I like about good storylines is you don't just have that storyline, you throw bombs into that storyline. It's like a domino effect. You push the dominoes over and they all fall down, rather than having the character drag it out, not telling anyone. Basically, this girl, Lucy Jackson, has dug herself a hole. We begin with a false accusation, and then we get to this thing where he actually does rape her, and then it becomes a psychological mind game. It's not just something it's not zero consequences storytelling as we've seen a lot from Dominic Treadwell-Collins' era. It's something that begins one way, and in the end in another, and will obviously end in a very dramatic, exciting conclusion. That's the way I write. They're the kind of stories that I like. They're the kind of stories that I enjoy. Would love your feedback, guys. You can comment down below on this YouTube video. You can comment down below at the Facebook version of the video. On Twitter, I'm Movies TV Mad. On Facebook, I'm Mick Meanus. Mike Meanus on YouTube. And my Gmail address is smallvillemad@gmail.com. You might have guessed, I slightly love Smallville. We'll talk again next time, guys. Enjoy your Monday and avoid that hurricane. It could be a bit, See you later.